Hi everyone, welcome back to Chow with Chow. Today we're making ice cream from one of our favorite ice cream shops, Salt and Straw. They were founded in Portland and they're known for using local and seasonal ingredients to make really unique ice cream. There are a ton of amazing recipes and flavor combinations in this book, so we'll definitely try recreating other flavors in here, but today we're making their cinnamon Snickerdoodle. This is a pretty involved recipe since we have to bake our Snickerdoodle cookies, make our ice cream base, churn the ice cream, and then mix in our crumbled cookies over the course of 3 days. We're starting by making our ice cream base. This is the ice cream base that makes up most of Salt and Straw's ice creams. I'm mixing together my dry ingredients, granulated sugar, dried milk powder, and xanthan gum. Their ice cream base uses xanthan gum instead of eggs, which makes its signature smooth and sticky texture. In a small sauce pot, I'm stirring corn syrup and milk together. Then I can add my dry ingredients and then whisk vigorously. Now that it's nice and smooth, I'm heating it up until the sugar dissolves, making sure to stir it often. It's been about 3 minutes, so I'll remove it from the heat and add in the heavy cream. That's it for our ice cream base. I'll let this hang out in the fridge covered until I'm ready to churn my ice cream tomorrow. Now it's time to make my Snickerdoodle cookies. The recipe says that these cookies were designed specifically to be frozen in ice cream, so the texture should be airier and more porous than regular cookies. This helps the cookie crumbles absorb the ice cream and stay soft when they're frozen. I'm mixing my dry ingredients, flour, cream of tartar, baking soda, and salt. In my stand mixer, I'm creaming together sugar and butter. As always, everything should be room temperature. Then I'm adding in my egg, and that's everything I need for my wet ingredients. Now I can add the dry ingredients until everything is combined. I'm smooshing the dough together to form a disc so it can chill in the fridge overnight. I'm keeping both the ice cream base and the cookie dough overnight since it helps the flavors meld and improves the texture of both. It's been a whole day and we're ready to bake our cookies. I'm portioning them out into little balls, then I can roll them in a cinnamon sugar mixture. Snickerdoodle cookies are Vincent's favorite cookie, which is why we wanted to make this recipe first. We've had this flavor in stores, so I hope it turns out just as good. I'm baking these cookies at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes. They're so cute! I think they're supposed to be cracked on top, but they don't have to be perfect since they'll be crumbled up in the ice cream. And I don't think anyone will notice if I eat a few right now either. As the cookies cool, we can finish our ice cream base. The recipe calls for some cinnamon and ancho chili powder, but I only have cinnamon, so I'm mixing it in now. Now our base is ready to be churned. In general, it takes about 22 minutes to churn to a soft serve texture in our machine. While that's churning, I'm breaking up the cookies into pieces. I don't want them too small because I want to know that I have a cookie in my bite. The ice cream is the consistency of soft serve, so I'll start scooping it into my container. I'm alternating between scooping ice cream and adding cookie crumbs. I'm excited to be making Salt and Straw ice cream because we literally get it all the time. They change their flavors every single month, and every month without fail, we go with my sister, her husband, and my niece to try their new flavors. We always get a flight so we can try 4 different flavors, and I would definitely recommend doing this if you're down to share ice cream or if you can eat a ton of it on your own. Now this ice cream needs to freeze up for a few hours before we can get that perfect scoop. It's been a whole evening, and I'm so excited to give this a try. Completely frozen solid. Smells so beautiful of cinnamon. Let's give it a shot. Look at this perfect scoop. You can see the cookie crumbles in there, and you can see how it's speckled with cinnamon. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Because Salt and Straw uses xanthan gum instead of eggs, it lasts longer in the freezer, it doesn't create those ice crystals, so it doesn't freeze as hard, and it melts a lot slower. Let me give myself a little bite here. You can see that it's got that signature sticky texture, very Salt and Straw. So cinnamony, but not overpowering so. Very creamy. Wow, that's just outstanding ice cream. Let me try to get a little cookie crumble in there. The cookie is soft, like it just came out of the oven and was placed inside of this ice cream. Something that I learned while making this recipe as well was that it's really important to think about how the texture of your mix-ins is going to change as it's frozen in the ice cream. If we just baked regular old Snickerdoodle cookies and stuck them in this ice cream mixture, it would become rock solid. So it is awesome. It doesn't at all taste like it's a frozen cookie. It tastes like a real fresh Snickerdoodle cookie in there.
As I mentioned before, Salt and Straw uses the same ice cream base for almost all of their ice creams. And what's really awesome about this base is it's really light in flavor, so it really just highlights all those mix-ins that you add. And this recipe was outstanding. It tastes just like at Salt and Straw, although I don't think this is gonna stop me from going every month just to try out their new flavors. If you're a huge fan of ice cream and you really wanna learn more about making ice cream, I would highly recommend getting their Salt and Straw book because it has just so much theory and information and science about how to make ice cream. Thanks again so much for watching Chow with Zhao, and if there's a flavor that you want to watch us recreate, put it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.